All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to week 17. Happy Easter. We're going to go ahead and dive right into what this upcoming week's training is. We just closed out our conditioning block this past week, really focusing on our gas tank and building up our cardiovascular endurance, muscle endurance, things of that nature. So this week we're going to combine both a period of strength and conditioning work. We'll still stay on top of getting movement in and working on our skills, but we really want to start to work on moving our barbell under some heavier weights too. So a couple of goals that we have is to increase our overhead strength on our Olympic lifts, like our snatch and our clean and jerk this upcoming 8 weeks, maybe improving our gymnastic skills with pull-ups, handstand push-ups, muscle-ups if you haven't gotten one already, moving into trying to get one this upcoming 8 weeks. We definitely want to enhance our zone 2 cardiovascular endurance whenever it comes to our deload days, our deload weeks, or our zone 2 training days, or our conditioning days. And then we'll kind of structure all of this surrounding a progressive overload structure, as most people do when it comes to barbell movements. So weekly structure doesn't really change that much. We'll have a barbell day with some HIIT on our day 1, then we'll do HIIT conditioning, gymnastic skills on day 2, and then day 3 we'll have an ollie lift focus plus a metcon as well. And then day 4, of course, will be our steady state conditioning. Day 5 is going to be our barbell focus, where we're either working on barbell cleans, clean and jerk, snatches, so on and so forth. Maybe working through some complexes to get comfortable under the bar as well. And day 6 is going to be our active recovery, and 7 is our rest day as well. So with all of that being said, we'll move right into this week's training. Week 17, day 1 Monday is going to be a HIIT focus every minute on the minute for 20 minutes, but they're going to be on alternate minutes. So minute 1, you're going to do one thing. Minute 2, you're going to do another. Minute 1, you're going to go. Minute 3, you're going to go back to the previous thing, and so on and so forth. So on your start clock, you're going to go on your first minute. You're going to do 3 power snatches. For men, I'd like to see us at 135. For women, I'd like to see us at 95. 3 power snatch plus 16 burpee over bar. You can do these either lateral or bar facing. It doesn't really matter to me. Just make sure we're getting over the bar. So that'll be our minute 1. Once that's complete, you'll have the remainder of that minute to rest, and then we'll move into our minute 2, which is going to be 3 squat cleans and then 6 toe to bar. With the squat clean, you can do these hang clean if it's more comfortable for you. But if you have the ability to go from the ground, touch and go all the way up, let's focus on doing that. But we'll kind of gauge this together. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, of course. But we'll do 3 squat cleans, and then we'll go into 6 toe to bar to get in some of that core work as well, and then focus on gymnastic movements too. So after that, you'll do that for 20 minutes, alternate between minutes. We'd like to see that done in about 30 to 35 seconds, so that way you have that 25-second rest period. If it gets anything over 50, just go ahead and call it where you're at, and then wait until the next minute comes up to move on to that complex. So that'll be the EMOM for that day, and then we'll move into a Tabata echo bike, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 10 minutes. That 20 seconds, we're going to be going pretty hard, and then the 10 seconds, it's just not pedaling at all. So that'll be the closer for that day, and if you'd like to work on some gymnastic skills after that, by all means go for it. Handstand push-ups, muscle-ups, pull-ups, chest to bar, whatever it may be. So that'll take care of day 1. Day 2, Tuesday, that's going to be another strength and stability day. This will be a 10-minute EMOM on 3 handstand push-ups and 3 pull-ups. I want these to be strict pull-ups. If we can't do those yet, we'll use a band. If we can't do that yet, you can reach out to me and we can work through a progression from there. But 10-minute EMOM, 3 handstand push-ups and 3 pull-ups. That's kind of a warm-up shoulder stability drill there, and then we're going to move into our 3 rounds for time. We're going to start to get into some running, so if you haven't been doing that yet, you need to. We'll be doing 3 rounds for time, 400-meter run into 20 wall balls, into 10 kettlebell kettlebell swings. I'd like to see 70-pound for man, and 53 for women, and then handstand walk practice if you can after that. But the 3 rounds is just the run, wall balls, kettlebell swing. So that will take care of that. And then going into day 3 will be another HIIT and barbell work day, but I really want us to focus on our ollie lifts on Wednesdays and Fridays. So Wednesday, we're going to focus on clean and jerk this week. I want to do 5 sets of 3 at about 70%. These aren't touch and go reps. You can drop the bar, take a couple of breaths, and then go back into the bar. But I don't want us waiting, 10, 20, 30 seconds in between reps on these sets. So, but as soon as you drop the bar, get your hands back on the bar, and let's get moving again. So, 5x3, if you want a number to kind of aim for, let's look at 70% of what your max is currently, and we can gauge it from there. We want this to be about RP 8, 7 to 8. And then we'll go into overhead squat. So you may knock that weight down a little bit, and then we'll do a 4x5 at a moderate weight there. From there, we'll move into another conditioning workout. It's just going to be an AMRAP, a 10-minute AMRAP for 3 power cleans, 6 push jerks, and 9 box jumps. I'd like men at 135, women at 95. Those are good gauges to have there. But I think that'll be pretty good for us to work through that 10-minute AMRAP, and that'll take care of that. Let me add this note here. Cool. Day 4, Thursday, of course, that's going to be our steady state day, 30 to 45 minutes of steady pace training, whether it's running, air bike, rowing. I want that to be in that zone 2 pace, zone 2 to 3, so anywhere between 145 to 165 BPM. But quick pace, but not all out. You should be able to get a sentence out if you can. But that'll be day 4. Day 5, Friday, that's going to be another Barbell Skills day. We're going to do a Snatch complex this week. So first it'll be our Snatch pull from the floor. So make sure we're getting those high elbows, really high pull up to the chest. And then once we have that, we'll move into right Snatch pull down to the waist. Then we'll go into a hang snatch, and then into our overhead squat. And we want to do 5 sets of this. We want to progressively work this weight up, but we want to warm up to a weight that we're comfortable with saying, hey, this is our first set, right? And we want that first set to be about a RP 6.5, 7. Good gauge for that, 65%, 70% effort. But from there, we'll go into a push press for 4x6 at about 70% of what our max is there. And then we'll have a Metcon, everybody's favorite, deadlifts and bar-facing burpees, 21, 15, 9 of each, men 225, women at 155. Those will be our good Metcon to close the week out. Going into Saturday for our active recovery day. If you'd like to go for a run on this day, it's not going to break the bank. I know we've been doing our run club here locally, but that will take care of this week. And so, yeah, that's pretty much that. We're moving into a new focus here, so we really want to buckle down and pay attention to what we're eating in our off training hours. We want to make sure we're getting our protein in post workout as well, so that way we can kickstart that recovery process. But as we move through these weeks, we want to adjust these weights based on how our recovery is going, how our sleep is, what our nutrition looks like. If you're on the road all the time, it may differ. You're not going to be able to lift the kind of weight, but we're moving into a heavy cycle. So we really want to be on our P's and Q's, make sure we're getting our rest, make sure we're getting our nutrition in, prioritize your technique whenever we're going into these Olympic lifts as well. It's not just about how much weight you're able to put over your head, but it's how much weight can you do safely, how much weight can you do with good technique. And then, so we'll move this, we'll work into week 8 of this cycle. This will be a 2-month cycle. And then we'll record our scores on that week 8 to test and assess our progress. So we've got that to look forward to next 2 months. It's going to be tough training, but it's going to pay off in the end. With that being said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment in the description below, or you can reach out to me on social media like you all have been. And I appreciate your time, appreciate your effort that you put out there. Happy Easter, everybody, and let's go out there and let's train hard.